the right button. I have many buttons I can press and I'm not sure which one is right, but hello and welcome back to Automobilista 2. No, that's better. Right, that is better, right. There we go, now it looks entirely right. So, welcome back to Automobilista 2. We're doing something very quick and snazzy right here, in that I'm doing a very quick 4-event championship where there's 2 races each. 2 rounds first at Cleveland, then 2 rounds at Watkins Glen. I've just realised I've accidentally put 2 short rounds, so that's just the way it is. Let's just be happy about that. Making sure my wheel is on tight. Yes, it is. We're doing this not with the IndyCar, because, they're a bit, I don't gel with them, but we'll get into that. We've got a quick 5-minute batch qualifying session here, and I'm sure it's going to go well. It's a good track. It's quite full on, to be honest with you. I can see why it was, why it is so favoured by IndyCar fans that were around of that time, because it's a lot of fun to drive. It's full on, and you just got to be attacking, and you've got sweeping sections. It's everything really you want in an airport track. Again, take note, Silverstone, you can do it right. Oh, fuck me, yeah, random weather is on, as the sort of real historic weather is what I'm trying to say, isn't working. This is going to be fruity, very fruity. So we'll go out here for the 5-minute qualifying in the wet. And I've got full sequential shifter working here. Speed limiter on. Off we go, sitting there cruising around. Do we have... I don't think we do have rain lights on these things. That seems like somewhat of an issue. Also, I changed the bit rate because I had some changes to my internet recently, and now I should be able to do it at a full setting, but I will just have to monitor that. Also, I've not driven here in the wet. I've not driven this car in the wet. So this is going to be interesting. Yes, it's here. Here it is. It's slippery. We've got sequential shifter. As you can see, he's taking his hand off, as am I when I'm shifting. So we just have to get through it, brake. We just have to take it easy here. It does like to slide, this thing. It's very lightweight. It's definitely not, when we get close to other cars, not a Formula Ford. I would like to stress that very clearly. But yeah, here we are. Qualifying, quick 5-minute sessions here just to get some laps in and qualify. There's 2 races per event, so yep. Oh, there's the edge of the track. I've actually gone off the edge of the track here, but I've gallored it up because I'm a professional. I've got proper racing gloves now. Not using my running gloves. No, these are proper racing FIA approved gloves. So I'm obviously a very real racing driver now. As such, I can do things like this and not hit the fence on this lap. Also, yeah, tyre temperatures, they're not really a thing, are they? We're not seeing any improvement in tyre pressures. Oh, we're looking at the brakes. We're off massively here through the grass. Yep, that's the ideal racing line. Yep, I know. So snatching here, sequential, pulling the lever towards me. Brake early, pushing away when we shift down. So we're doing a real sequential shifter, just using the G-forces really at play to your advantage. Way, clip the grass. You're going to be pulling because you're being pushed back in your seat when you accelerate. So pulling the lever towards you is better. Very weird. I had a old steering wheel from my PlayStation 2 when I was a kid, and I had it set up the other way around because, that made sense to me. Up is, away from you, and down is towards you. That just seems to make sense in my mind. But obviously in the real world, that isn't true. You've got to work with the forces at play, and ideally I should be driving and not talking here, because obviously I'm sliding a lot here. Sliding isn't fast. It's fun, admittedly, yes. Doing this is a blast, but it's not going to generate purple sexes for me. Whee! I am a drifter now. That is what I have become in the definitely not Formula Fords. So, yep, let's try and see now. We're actually running out of time here, so this next lap will be a bit more cones. Just avoid those. Stand here, ready. Set it up. See, again, we understeer here. My issue generally with that final chicane is clipping the inside of the second chicane part. Well, let's see here. Across the line we go. We've gone provisionally first. But I've locked the brakes in. I've run wide turn 1. So, yep, drop there to P2 already. So I reckon we're going to be a fair way down the order. But it's raining. It's wet. Very difficult. Final lap here. Let's just see what we can pull out of the bag. It's impossible to see the racing line. It's just not present. These cars aren't clearing the water at all. Oh, clip the inside there. Just, yep. This is the amount of steering apparently I'm doing. Seems eminently reasonable. Oh, there's the corner. Oi! Oi, 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 oi. Yep, we've gone full WRC here. Yeah. Now we just need a co-driver. Well, missing the corner, co-driver, tell me. There you go, sliding, sliding. Down, oh, we were in third, we shouldn't have been in third. Yeah, we've dropped loads of time here. Through here we go. Oh, this is going to be tricky. See, let's look on the outside. I'm going to have to back out of this one. Nope, nope, he's backing out of it. Oh, but we're locking the brakes again. We're going to understeer off here. We're going to clip the grass. Power, 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 power. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Snatching gear. And snatching gear. Cross the line. Oh, no improvement. P2. All right, well, we'll take it. Go to race 1. Is that wet too? No, but it's moist. It's only moist. So we're going to move over to dry compound here. This will be better for us. So it's currently 800 hours. Race starts right here, right now. We're P2. Our good buddy Giancarlo Rampanelli starting pole position. What is the duration of the race? 10 minutes. We will not be doing 14 laps. But it doesn't really use much fuel here. Oh, standing start. Nice. Away we go. What a terrible start from me. We're going to get taken here. Left, right, and centre into turn 1. But no, we have done it. Locked the brakes again. Should have tweaked the brake pressures a bit. Oh, contact on the inside. I could hear that. We've got to be mindful of the fact that it is a bit moist. So there could be water line on the line, offline. Whee! I nearly crashed into a teammate there. That's not how we want to be doing this, ideally. He's still there. He's still there on my right-hand side. What was that? That's the toothbrush that I used to clean my keyboard with that fell off my desk. Ooh, hello. Can we go up the inside here, maybe? No? Okay, we're just staying behind you. Yep, there we go. There we go. Can we just be cheeky here? Yes, we can. We even left him room on the outside. But I have a tendency in the races I've done in this car to throw it off on the last lap, so I'm careful about being too happy about where we are now. Oh, a bit early there. Yeah, he's taking me back. We just let him through. We'll see how this one goes. If it's too easy, we'll just up the difficulty a bit for the next race. That's okay. And brake. Yeah, he's very weak through here, but we're holding on the outside. Getting the power down right to the edge of the track. Again, see, it's a very good track to drive. I know the forum post over there is a bit split on what it's like. Admittedly, getting your bearings can be difficult because it's wide open and there's no real indication as to what the track is. But once you figure it out, it's a hoot to drive. Like, I watched the kart race from '95 before they released the DLC. Possibly the best open wheel race I've ever seen. Like, oh my Jesus Christ. Lots of good hard racing, drama, action, sliding now again. Whee! This is, yep. Hiya. Hello. Oh, that's quite bad actually. That's what we call a mistake. That's not what we want to be doing. We've got a lot of damage now. How's it steering? Well, fuck it, we're going to have to live with it. Ooh, it's not happy. Not a happy camper. But we just need to grab some positions here. Slow, slow, slow. Don't overdo it. That's okay. If you go too far in there, the AI in the IndyCars, I have tried them. It's not... I don't know if it's a car that doesn't suit me or I'm just not, you know, competent. It might just be a car that I need to drive a bit more to fully understand. But I just can't work it. It's, like, not right for me. But we need to close the gap here. I know we got some damage. That was a far too early a shift here. Like, they're good cars, don't get me wrong. The 98 IndyCars, they're good. It just doesn't really work well for me. So that's okay. Whoa, it's not happy. But I think we are getting closer to the pack up here. I'm sort of just taking some weird braking points now as I'm not sure about the car. So you get out here wide and then you brake and then you turn in and then it is, you skid and then you push it right out there to the edge of the track. Well, if you are competent, you do. And here you go through and you got to skate it out to the edge of the fence. But getting that wrong will see you right into that fence. It is commitment. And you've got to get it right, otherwise you pay the price. And I don't want to pay the price. And this is deceptively tricky because it's a fairly tight second part. Clip that inside tyre, you get damage, you are done for, mate. Also, downtown Cleveland is over there. So if you're in Cleveland, good morning. Can I please chat to some other gear? I don't think I've got enough brake ducting going here. I think they're too small. Oh, but that was a good exit. So 5 minutes, I think, plus a lap. So that's good. We can probably close the door here, grab a couple of positions. Wait, okay, or maybe not, because this is going to end badly. Yeah. Yep. So, race 1, as it turns out, hasn't gone our way. Let's just see, can we just very quickly... Race strategy, adjust strategy. We don't need fuel. No, we definitely don't need fuel. But can we just stop filling the car? Stop filling the car. I've got fuel, thank you. And then can we please just mend everything for me? Thank you. There we go. I mean, we will stay out, just run laps. Okay, I'm completely off here. Right. Well, they've got a massive tents over there. Hospitality units must be. Also hot air balloons. Right there, that's neat. So just put in, just run some laps. I don't remember what point system I set up. But we might get 15 points if we finish the race. Also, does anybody remember what the pitch speed limit is? We didn't cop over it. That's good at the very least. So we'll get the front bits and actually the back bits sorted out here. And for the next race, I will treat the brake either balance, no, brake bias or the brake pressure. We'll get to that. And we also need to sort out the badum-badums, the, what was it? There was something I was thinking that we needed to sort out. It was a brakes... Brake duct, it was braked again. So if we could just... It is taking a while, I will admit. We will be definitely a lap down after this. But it'll be okay. Our man is ready. He's excited. That air gun is far too big for this car. That thing's going to take up the whole front axle. Well, we don't have a front axle, but the whole front suspension's going to come off if we use that on it. Gee whiz, mate. Might want to get... I mean, look at that. It's huge. It's bigger than the bloody wheel itself. I mean, again, I would also like to point out I can clearly see on the wheel lying on the ground that it's a 4 or 5 point thing it goes on, you know? Hub. There's like a thing. So, just having it... It's not a center locking bolt. So, yeah, okay. Anyway, we've got a lap down here. 2 minutes to go. We'll get it sorted out. Get out of there. Turn the laps. Get it banged out here. Come on, drop me. Drop me. I'm ready here. I'm revving. I'm revving. Not as dramatic a pull away as I was hoping it would be, but it works. That's where the original track used to come back in. But apparently they weren't happy with that originally in the 80s. So they stopped doing that. Apparently they upset the cars when they went over it. So now they just, well, towards the end they just went straight on and took that one. Because it used to be that this was turn 1 here. And also it's very odd with their track limits down here. I'm not sure exactly where they are, because it's not really marked that clearly. Also, dangerous pit exit, because you will come out at speed compared to those that's taken the track. But let's see what we can do here. Let's remember, tyres are going to be cool. But this is a car that you can sort of throw in, but you've got to be kind to it. See, steering feels light, but it's a very sensitive car. It's superbly light, like 600 kilos or something like that. Or 500, I don't remember. I just know it's light. And you've got to drive it as such. It doesn't like being hit by the curbing. Coming from the Group A Merc 190E that you saw last week, driving the Caddy and all that sort of stuff, the GT4, they're big heavy things. You can throw them around. I mean, the Cadillac DPI, yeah, right, it's got a lot of horsepower, but it weighs a ton. This is half that. So you've got to really drive this thing far more care, and I'm just not used to doing this. So we just got to be careful here, guide it through, and just accept that mistakes might sometimes happen. And just survive out here. Our brake locking again. Can we get it turned in? Yes, we can. At least again, we're getting a... Whoa! Let's not do that. I was going to say, at least we're getting our mindset back into it here. We're refocusing here. We're getting a good positive mindset going into the second race. And hopefully we'll be able to climb up the positions. It doesn't appear to be as wet as it said it would be. So that's at least a positive thing. You've got to stay out wider here. That's one of the issues here. It's so wide that the lines are a bit unconventional, and also I clip that every time because I'm in like big heavy car mode where you can definitely run over that. It's a bit like when you watch an F1 weekend, you watch the Porsche Supercup cars and they just absolutely clatter over everything, and then there's like an F3 race or an F2 race and they're like, oh, there's a curb, I must go carefully around it, whereas the supercars are like, I'm coming through, boom boom. Sort of what it's like here for me. Just got to adapt to this. It's a bit of a good handful to drive. Let's see, will we just get the flag now? Yet. So brake ducts, either brake pressure entirely or brake balancing. Shift some of that brake balancing to the rear. We don't have that option in the car, so we're just going to have to roll with it, what we have. And quite frankly, be happy it wasn't raining at the start of the race, because that could have been... Oh, that's bad. That might be a warning. No, right, okay, fair dues. I'll take it. Take that with a tin of beans. And just getting some laps in, getting some experience and confidence back in. Just, again, just drifting it because it's fun mainly. Obviously I have to not do that because it's not fast. Ooh, it's gone again. I've done a whoopsie, done a baddie. I meant to do that. I was star points again. We get points here based on damage control, style and aggression, right? Is your Robot Wars scales, isn't it? Yep. Definitely is. Again, just be careful about clipping that too much. This will definitely be it for us, right? Yeah, race over. Checkered flag is out. And across the line we are. Yeah, see, that's definitely hurting us. These brake temperatures are definitely hurting us. We'll skip the cooldown lap. We'll just be very embarrassed by our result down here. So, okay, we are not. We're running with 15 points for the win. So, quick change around right here. Hang on, how long is this race? Let's just go back and confirm race length. Yeah, that's 15 minutes. That's a bit longer, so we might want to just, yeah, pop in a bit more fuel. What we want to do then, move some brake balancing to the rear. and then open up that front ducting. Maybe just 10% would be enough. And can we just confirm that, yes, it's dry. It's overcast, but dry. So off we go. Where are we starting? All the way in last, because it's the same positions we had before. So here we are, ready to go, race 2. And I absolutely cocked it up again. I don't think this car's meant to be done from a standing start. Okay, what's going on? Why? It's bloody snowed! There's snow on the ground! What? Is there? Hang on. Can we just confirm? It's 13 degrees, so I don't think it's... Is that a graphical glitch, or is that meant to be snow? I don't know. I mean, it's bloody neat if it's supposed to be snow, but it doesn't seem quite right if it's 13 degrees out. I mean, there's grass popping out, of course, but there would be if it's just a very light layer of snow. But let's just focus now on driving this bloody thing rather than the potential of snow. I mean, theoretically, if somebody puts a wheel off and it like sprays a white bit, we'll know it's probably snow. Okay, please have first gear, just right here. There we go. These cars, of course, no aero, but slipstreaming is pretty important because they're so low powered. that sitting down here in the vacuum is really useful to just start out. Oh yeah, it's much better under brakes now, but oh dear, that's fruity. That's hella fruity. Yeah, there's the car on my left-hand side here. Yeah, I'm disabled now. Definitely the brake balancing there needed to be fixed. That might make the car a bit more stable as well. Only 4 gears in this little car. Whee, yep, still stepping out of me, still stepping out of me. And you just got to drive it a bit like it's a front-wheel drive car. If the back end steps out, just absolutely floor it and hope that you can catch it. No idea how, just seems to work. But yet again, definitely not a Formula Ford car, this. In no way could this ever be considered a Formula Ford car. There's certainly no Duratec, no Z-Tech in the back of these things. Oh, 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 up the inside. There we go. There we are. So again, we're gaining positions now. We're all the way up to P14. That's good. We need to get up and get points. Points means a bit of... Oh, just really bad right there. Oh, somebody's going to be up my inside. That's very bad. That'll him be out of it. Brake. Just get it rotated. Oh, so slow. Wasn't able to get the power down. Just drift it, catch it. It's a very sensitive car to steering input as well. Like, there's no drive rate. It's superbly light curbs. We'll get to Watkins Glen will really upset it. Uh-oh! How did that not absolutely muller my front suspension? It should have. It didn't. I'm happy. But yeah. Just dropping into first. That seems to be about right for what the AI does through here. Follow up close. I think we've got to go run here. We'll just tuck in behind 18 here. Got to go to the right. 3 wide. Oh, nearly 3 wide anyway. Ooh, 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 big moment. Big Trouser Browning moment right there. But we are through to 12th. Oh, I'm breaking ourselves here. Trying to go deep. Man, these brakes get hot. Real hot, look at that. They're not cooling down. Let it settle through. Some of the issues I seem to get is with trail braking. Well, what I assume to be issues from trail braking. Because it really tends to upset the car and the back end really steps out of me. Come on, but right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, yeah. I think we're side by side here. So got to keep it steady. Yes, that's confirmed. Side by side confirmed. Good run out of that corner. But I'm being balked here. We kind of just had to move him over. I could have ended nasty. Got to just move over to let him in on the inside. That's. That's all from that little run out of the corner back there. And this is not necessarily here, but certainly a Watkins Glen. It's a momentum car. You definitely need to keep the momentum going. So it's twitchy. But definitely I dropped the tyre pressures among a few other changes. That's definitely helped a lot. A bit of extra contact patch really is making a huge difference. So right up behind number 9 here. Just had to get out of it. Let's keep my momentum. Pull out. Brake. We're not breaking him out there. He's got it. I don't want to beat too hard into that. I've had enough issues there. Right there we go. Breaking down the inside, just clipping that grass, getting that bit of rotation going. That's excellent. Come on, through we go. As I said earlier, I'm using the sequential shifter mode in my H-pattern shifter, so I am taking a hand off the wheel to change gears in this thing. Which is definitely a really fun thing to do in a car like this. Just gonna get right out there, and as we saw in race 1, touching that grass on the outside will just send you around. Finish my braking here, clip this, good run there. The trick might be taking easy in so you can get on the power early, build that momentum up as we fire our way out of the chicane. 2 positions, boom! We're up to 6. Probably need to tweak the AI a bit coming into the first Watkins Glen event, but we get on that. I suspect they're going to be quite difficult to pass now that we're up into 6. Let's see if we can't set up another good run through this back end onto the taxiway. Nope. Oh, right out sideways. Got a Mike Scaife moment there. Just focusing on a good run down here now. Brake early. Get a clean line in. Brake at about the 4 marker. Down here, he's gonna. Oh, he's up my inside. Just a late minute there. Just a bit of balk the exit. I thought I was a bit too far to the left. Wasn't sure if I'd get the power down clean, so I hesitated. That's no good. I see, yeah, again, just trail braking slightly, and that really upsets the car. You got to have it squared up when you apply the brake throughout the application, not just when you get on it. There's no ABS here, so it's not going to help you out at all. And there's no grippy tyres either. Look at these things, skinny little things, the size of a road car tyre. They're not going to offer a lot of assistance, no aero either. Good run, good run, good run, but I'm balked on the exit. It's just a one line through there, couldn't modify my line. Let's follow these guys out. Take it, take it. We've got to drive measured here, not take too many risks. Still 4 minutes to go. We are in the points, I reckon. Down the inside we go again. Strong on the brakes on here, but our teammate is absolutely parking it. But I was able to slide it out in front of him. A bit cheeky, but it worked. Yeah, it's definitely a lot happier if I brake just a fraction earlier there. So I can finish the brake application before we turn in. But my God, we definitely need to open up those front air ducts a bit more for the brake. Oh, we're out wide here. But that squared us up on the second part more. Oh, contact with a teammate. Sorry, mate. Did not mean to do that. Oh, it's a bit squirrely there, so we transition over onto the taxiway. Oh, drifting again. That's not good. That's not a good exit. That'll cost us. Snatch another gear. Another gear. He's going defensive there now. Just trying to be a bit circumspect through here. I got on the power early. Hope that maybe he checks up so we can make a lunge out of the corner, but no. Whoops, that's awfully sorry about that. We've now been joined from behind. This is not really the ideal situation for us. Because we're not yet, see, we've now got somebody looking up our insides. And I'm sliding because I tapped the brakes on the corner. We've got to clear our teammate. Quick, sharp here, come on. Oh, cocked it. Hello. Hello. We're going this way. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I am awfully sorry, young man. Did not intend on doing what I've just done. Again, I'm quite comfortable in like tin tops and GT prototypes. That's kind of my jam. This kind of open wheel formula stuff, single seater. I like being able to rub a bit. It's nice. It's what I'm used to. So here where you can't, it's a bit weird. But at least we've got some parts of the track that we are strong in. So should be able to close the gap back up to these guys. And we've just assumed it's Michael Massey being the race director here, so that was fine. There's no dramas there at all. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. It's a really good track. Airport tracks, as far as this goes, absolutely one of the best. Up there with Sebring. And unlike Sebring, this is an active airfield today. And it was back then as well. It was closed for this. And I guess you could say St. Petersburg as well. The US one that IndyCar goes to is sort of an airfield circuit. They use the start-finish straight as an airfield. Well, it is an airfield. It's not used as an airfield. It is an airfield that is used as the start-finish straight. And of course, there's Silverstone, Thruxton. A fair few of those started about the UK. let's focus in down here. We've got to clear these cars. Good run here. Good run through the final chicane. I'll be inside. I'll be 6th. Right. Oh, side by side across the line. Oh, the race is over. Grabbed him. Fantastic. Oh, hello. Okay, that's after the checkered flag, so it's okay. Let's skip the cooldown lap, see where that puts us. P6, a much stronger showing, gives us a bit of points. We are now 8th in points as we depart Berg Lakefront Airport to go to Watkins Glen in upstate New York. And I suspect that was a graphical glitch because I saw some weird stuff here. Let's just bump up. You 2 points. Yes, we're sitting 8th. We've got 3 points. Oh, Rampanetti's grabbed 2 wins. But yes, another 5-minute qualifying around here on the short circuit with the inner loop. No data. That's not updated yet, right? We might grab a world record here. Ooh. We won't because, I mean, even if nobody set it on, I'll still be slower. But yeah, a straight 4. We've got 2 tyre compounds available. 155 brake horsepower, 495 it weighs, a 1.6 litre engine. I mean, it's not exciting on the specs side, but as a driving machine, it's thunderstorm and it's soaked. So let's very quickly snap these on. Drop the brake pressure just another 5%. We might actually want to just add in a bit more in terms of tyre pressure. We also wanted, as we talked about, open up these front ducts a bit more. Down here, radiator opening. That seems to not be an issue, really. So let's get into it here. Oh, that is... Ooh, right. This is going to be fruity. This could be anything, really. Whee! So let's just here get a grip down here for how wet it is. Oh, it's very wet. Oh, yes. Why don't these cars have a rain light? Oh, lightning. Very, very frightening. Oh, somebody's up my inside. Oh. You know, be my guest. We're on the outer lap in qualifying. You can pass me if you want to. Come on then. Come on then. Nikita Marcipan, go through if you want to. Up, we're going to have to abort. Oh, you don't say. So we know we need to brake very early for that one now. Oh, we're not going that way. There I was, expecting to go down into the boot. We ain't going into the boot. We're running NASCAR. And I can't see a thing. We're off, but that's okay. Oh, he's right there. Yes, yes, he is. Appearing out of the blue. Oh, no. Awfully sorry. Awfully sorry there. I made a mistake. I will own up to the fact that I made a bit of a mistake there. Yes, yes, go through, mate. No dramas. We'll just give him plenty of room so I can actually see where I'm bloody well going. Oh, you two as well then. Oh, righto. We're probably only going to get one lap in then. Oh, another one. Okay. Am I driving with Haas? Why have I been let out into everybody traffic out here on qualifying? Was that it now? I mean... okay, track's over there. Got it. Come on, everybody. Through you go. We'll just give them plenty of room so we don't have spray in our way. Oh, we're not going down there. Remember that. We're going this way. But it's not NASCAR. It's IndyCar at Austin. Style track limits enforcement, which is to say track limits not being enforced in most parts of the track, on corner exit anyway. I mean, you do slide it absolutely everywhere. Drift style. Oh, we're closing too quickly here. We're going to be in their spray come the end of the lap, aren't we? Just brake very early for turn 1. We just need literally just at A time here. Down. Are we locking? Massive locking. Whoa. Don't remember sending this race to Kyle Army. Second gear, get it turned in. What are you doing? No. Did not expect anybody to catch up with me here. Brake down, brake early, turn in early. Are we sideways? Right, sideways. Out of the final corner. Approaching the finish line. There we go. P19. Nope, last. Absolutely dead last. By how much? By a significant amount, actually, it turns out. But we're just going to have to roll with it. It's, again, just moist. Positive again. We can move over to our slicks comp. Fucking hell. Somebody might want to tell the game that it does need to play thunder noises right now, because it is very loudly, I might suggest. So, just confirm that 8 litres is enough for 14 laps. I suspect that'll be more. Okay, we're doing a rolling start this time. Righto. So, where is this moisture that we've been talked about? So, at the very least, now that it's dry, you might stand there a bit of a chance. But I'm not certain. We're starting quite far down. Whoa! What are you playing at, mate? It's just fine. Absolutely A-OK right there. Oh, somebody's on my inside. Better avoid hitting him. I don't know what the big deal is. Just run off track and pass everybody. Yay, okay. Oh, we don't have the slipstream here, I think. No, no more gears. That's it. Let's not overdo it through here. Oh, we very nearly did. It's sliding. Good exit here. We're in a dry, that's definitely a third-ish gear corner if we take it the right way. Again, momentum. Just remember momentum, momentum, momentum. We just want to grab the point here. We want to climb up those point standings, finish as high up as we can. Oh, I slammed the door on me. That's going to kill my top speed. That's going to kill my run up the hill here. That's where Tommy Milner, I think, had that lap 1 accident a few years ago. Oh, now we're going to even lose the position now. Oh, forgot how angry these curbs get sometimes with the car. I think if we just let it settle in third in that corner, we'll make it work. No, we don't want to overdo it through the final corner because, again, massive wall on the outside that will definitely break our suspension if we hit it. Good run there out of the first corner. But we balked it. And it's Daytona style slipstreaming all the way now. That bloke that's on my right, he's still there, right? Yep. That's not the one you can hit. I forgot which one you can hit. I have a suspicion the race is over for us at the moment, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's the fact that we don't have any front wheels that's telling me that yes, it is indeed over. So we will have to, unfortunately, require to retire. We'll have to retire with accident damage. And now the exciting thing will be what kind of weather we encounter here. Bad point scoring. Again, dry, medium cloud. That's okay. I'll just give myself just a litre more fuel. That'll see us through. Again, it's a glitch. Because it's doing it here again. Right, okay. Fair dues. Yeah, we can just see through. So not snow. Just a glitch. Yep, carry on. We'll have to try and just jump everybody. Oh, drama, that's good for us. 21 there getting checked up. Nearly lost it. Yeah, that wasn't snow. Side by side. Oh, no. Come on then. Tuck in behind. Oh, we're getting jumped here. They've got the slipstream earlier. See, it is Talladega style down here. What? No! I don't believe it! Can you believe it? What are you playing at? Lunatic? Well, I suspect that may be the championship over for us. Any hope that we were having a couple of good final rounds, it's not even going to see us through, is it? Because we're not going to be in the points now. But we're just going to get a hustle on here and see what we can grab. Again, just don't really have confidence that the car's going to turn in. But we've got clear track. It's such a shame we don't have to do pit stops here, because now I'll be able to jump so many people. If I do my stop now and run in clear air, I'll be off wide. But track limits don't exist apparently, so that's okay. I mean, they are just up there. Admittedly, in this car, just up there is still a long way away because they're so slow. This is good. We're able to hook ourselves on the inside. Just run off just a tiny bit. It might drop us a bit of speed, but I think that's the best exit and run through there that we've had. That, however, is fruity as fuck, yo. Still nowhere near a good time. Brake. Slightly locking there. I'm drifting through there. They're getting away, I reckon. Especially with a run like that. I need to get better at this. That's very weird that nothing seems to be loading in. Just very quickly grab a couple of screenshots. Oh yes, see, I mean, again, we're learning things that can be useful for the next race. That, for example, was a decent line. That wasn't. Yeah, they're pulling away from us. I think we might be in like one of those situations where the AI calibrations just aren't quite on par with tracks that's been in for a while. So there's a bit more of a difference between each track, to be honest. But what we can do after this one is move over to the good old DPR. Do a race around this precinct. On the full circuit. Because they're definitely pulling away from us. Definitely disappearing. We lost some speed through there with the sideways driving. As fun as it is, it's not helping us with our lap times. So if you're just joining us, yes, Watkins Glen has indeed disappeared into a different dimension. We're currently racing to bring it back into our dimension. It's not going great. We may have lost Watkins Glen to the evil Sorb overlords forever. Of course, do blame me if this happens. I am the primary responsible for this. Let's just get this right. It's such a good track. So good, so flowing, fast. Oh, it just comforts you all the way around. Just makes you feel like you can do this. Too much slip. Oh, drama! Drama! He's in the fence! Oh no! Oh no, see again? We caught right up to these guys. They might have damage. We might grab a few positions here. This is why you don't ever give up. Stay in it. Stay in it. So they're definitely come a lot closer now, but they might pull away from us. We don't have any damage, however. They might. We'll know if they pit by the end of this lap. It definitely feels like it's starting to fall into place in the old mindset here. Ah, that's no good. We need to be a bit more controlled on our entries. Second gear, please. Slippy slidey. Bad, 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 bad. He's pulling in behind, so we've grabbed a position or two, but we're not going to climb much higher. are we? Because it feels like we're pulling closer now. So let's just stay in this race until the end, or until we inevitably crash out. Let's see if there isn't something on offer here that we can indeed grab. Oh no, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's... That is entirely reasonable, yes. Oh, we absolutely brought it through there as well. I'm not surprised it's fast. I shortcutted the track like a motherfucker. Whoa! Oh, it's on now. They've all gone off. It's like Sydney all over again. It's like Sydney Olympic Park all over again. He's in the fence. He's in the fence. They're all in the fence. So we're all of a sudden with P9. Can you believe it? No, frankly you can't. Oh, a big twitch there. We're being passed around the outside, around the inside, inside, outside, inside. No, we don't need to have an overlap here. Very sensibly there, they backed out of it behind us. Just run over, just let the car settle, grab it. Good girl, you can do this. You can do it. Lift off oversteer. That's a feature. Yes. So all of a sudden we're finding ourselves in a ding-dong battle when we thought it was all over. Oh, that's bad. We are wide. Oh, but they've gone massively. Can you believe it? P5. We are massively benefiting from the AI cocking it up in a big way. But I shall take it. Gracias, amigos. Por favor. Meat queso. So, just under 4 minutes to go. As we race to save the Glen from the lizard aliens. And we've been passed on the way into the bus stop, but we're just going to have to live with it. Definitely brake less and then just turn in and let the car sort of work its own thing and then get on the power. That seems to be the thing. Just smooth, economy of movement, economy of input. That'll see us through here. I've got to be careful here because we can definitely run through here better than they can. Now we've just got to hang with 19 here. Oh, he's got a gut pull there. I'll get in behind our teammates. Are we off wide? We're losing it. We've caught it. Yeah, this isn't really what we want to be seeing. We're going the wrong way. Oh, big switch. Slide in, drift in, Formula Drift. This isn't the Drift Championships, we just need to control it. Don't overdrive it. be, what, 2 laps to go now? Just had to back out of that one. We're off wide here. We have somebody on our right, not sure we did. Oi, 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 oi. That's a touch. Hey, but we're racing, it's all good. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Hey, ho, pow, 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 pow. We're going to be wide here, lost a bit of momentum on the exit. But he's running it right out to the fence. Last lap I would have believed, maybe it isn't, maybe there'll be another one after this. But I'll just wait and see. I have turned him. Yes, I did do that. I did slightly turn him, but in my defence, he was going a lot slower at the exit than I would have expected. Might be one of those Ford GT at Long Beach where they ran out of fuel, and then the car behind just had nowhere to go. I mean, you expect the car in front to go. That corner. Oh, this is bad. That was costly right there. And we're out wide. It's definitely a lot smoother now in certain parts than at the start. As I'm learning how the car's behaving and adapting, my lap times probably aren't coming down as a result. Oh, we crossed the line, we go P13. So, where does that leave us in the old the standings? Because we literally just did not get any points. Oh, well, we were 13. So that is fair enough. Yep, we are pretty much out of it now. So let's try Watkins Glen again, but with a DPI now. Just to try something different. Because this car's good, it's fun. But I did cock it up when I set it up and it's a bit weird with everything. So let's move to the old DPI. Good car, good car. Opponent settings, multi-class. No, let's not have the Formula Academy on. That's not going to end well. That's going to end very badly. People will die. That's no good. Middle, boom, boom, boom. Now let's do a... Can we just do a 50-minute race? That'll be one stint plus a bit. With a race start of 1900 hours. Yes, okay. Oh dear, not have that, shall we? Let's have this year. I like this year. Well, I don't. I mean, it's 2021. Fucking hell, it's awful. But anyway, yes, boom, boom, boom. Yes, we definitely want to have pit stop refueling on. No formation lap, so we won't be doing that. No qualifying, so we'll be randomly... Nope, hang on. Don't want to have the +1 lap on. That's always annoying. So, yes, that looks good. Boom, boom, boom. Pit exit penalty. Yes, just for good measure. Had to turn that off for some of the stuff I did around Cleveland. So, again, you see, this is about twice as heavy. And has several times more the power. Buckets are down for massive tyres. I mean, we're doing the full circuit here with a boot. So, we have an lap time here that's what? The world record is about 10 seconds over what we did on the short circuit. You know? This thing is fast. He's very good. So we'll just let it load in here. We'll just very quickly make sure settings are as they should be. Dry. Everything's looking fine. We're on slicks. 22 lap. We just want to basically... Yeah, that is a full tank. So I reckon we'll just give it a go here and then have a massive culture shock as I potentially just fly off at the start here. Oh, listen to that. Oh, listen to that. Wait, hang on. Why is there... Hang on. Why is there only 16 cars in the race? Oh, I've gone all northern. Let's just quickly sort that out, because that's plainly far too few. Again, I should have checked this before. Yes, I am aware, but I'm an idiot. You can't expect me to check things and keep track, so... Maximum available. That is what he said. So, can we have 31, please? If you wouldn't awfully mind. So, yes, again, a good look here at the specs once more. 5.5 litre V8 in the engine. Not in the engine is a 5.4, producing 582 horsepower, 620 newton meters of torque, powered through a 6-speed sequential shifter with paddle shifts. We've got traction control. We weigh just over a ton. We can adjust the brake bias. We've got a pitch speed limiter. Weight distribution is fine. We've got no adjustable turbo. It's an American V8. It doesn't have a turbo. We've got headlights. We've got a wheelbase. Yep, that wheelbase is what it is. So what about now? Now we've got a proper number of starters here. So let's try this again. Oh, yes. Oh. So now it's time for a culture shock for me. 1. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Let's very quickly remember to move away from our sequential shifter, shall we? This thing does not use a sequential shifter. Nope. Clutch stays on that. You go to here, you go to there. That is what we do. Thank you. So, there we are. Oh, we're being hounded here already. Oh, but the bicollis is slow. Oh, we're going to have to lift here. Oh, in the grass. I mean, what an opening start. We have to be so much more control over this thing. Oh! Gee whiz. That's the alley. This is one where I'm always a bit doubt about what gear to be in. Also, don't do that. I think it might be a third gear. This one is very tricky. When we sort of brake uphill, you go around. I'm being sort of gently touched there by the alley. And of course, I am a Cadillac driven by Dane in front here, so I need to be careful. It might be Kamui Kobayashi, in which case he is going to punt me off there at the end of the race. Also, once we reach the start-finish line, we need to just make sure the strategy is set up right. What am I doing here with this line? This is okay. I mean, it isn't, but... Oh, he's all over the back of me. So much slower here. We just got to quickly switch back over from the Formula Trainer car. We have so much downforce in this thing. Oh yes, boy. Oh, don't do that. Okay, that's definitely third gear territory. Copy. Oh, that's fruity. We're right up on Junkos. Come on, Junkos. Giddy up, mate. Oh, Junkos, he's back out of it. Good boy. Yeah. Oh, he's in. He's in early. We've got the alley up on inside now. He's still there. Just left him just enough room on the inside there. It's alright. Okay, let's not do that. We have enough here. We're not going to struggle with the steering with this downforce, are we? Was that a tyre I saw lying there? Oh dear, that's not a good line. I'm still third gear, mate. Oh, we caught the first GT car, so they must have had some dramas as well. If we're already in the back of them. What even was that line? What are you going to do? Okay, I'll go around you outside then. Cheers, mate. I just turned in a bit early. That's no good. That's also third gear corner. We need to make it to at least 30 minutes to go before we can pit, really. Oh, they're pitted early. There's definitely a tyre sitting there. Why? That's not what we need to be doing, is it? Oi, 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 oi. Gee whiz, mate. Fucking hell. That's dangerous. But damn, we locked in the battle with the alley. He's coming, he's got a good run here. I was just going to lift off there, let him through, but he decided to back out of it. Oh, we're in the fence. Balls to the face. Oh, don't do it again. Oh, we've been boxing, Major. Oh, the wheeling. It's a wheeling Cadillac. We've looped it here. We've absolutely gone and fucked it. This is unpleasant. Oh, this isn't going to be good. We just need to do this now. There's our box, and we are stopping. Oh god, he hasn't even left yet. So we just do the full service now, get that figured out. We'll do a splash and dash to the end then. We need to sort this bloody mess of a car out. Got damage. And that guy behind me, he was the one that had an accident on the previous lap where we got hit. So he's obviously having a very bad day, all told. And apparently this damage isn't taking long to repair at all. That's very positive for us. So we will get ready here to roar out of the pits as soon as we are told to clear. We'll do a wheel spin away from the box. We've got a vet in. Okay, let's not do that. I was going to look there. There we go. Now we're down to P10 in class. So we're just going to struggle on through. I think the leaders just cleared us. Yes, there we are. That is the Magnussen. Cold brakes, cold tyres. Oh, very slow. That don't need to be done. Oh, they're in now as well, so we got the lap back. That's a positive move at the very least. God knows where we are. No, that's an AMG, I think. I think we got the new leader right up our back door. I mean, obviously we could find buckets of speed if we sorted out the gear ratios up here, but the DPI is very weird. You can't adjust the, like, all tie up, remember that's there. You can't adjust the final drive on this, you have to adjust each gear. Okay, yeah, come on, go on. Yeah, there we go. Let through the Mustang sampling car, the JDC. Let's approach the Beamer. Oh, he's going that way. Just going around. That's good. I mean, we're not on the same lap, but we have at least a bit of a battle, sort of, here. We can learn from. Let's just run down here. Remember to brake. This is usually my bogey corner. I'm usually very bad at braking for this one, and that's not really something you want to say. Right. Oh, back in fruity. Now it's sort of back there again. Bit of an awkward change from the Formula train. Oh, in the fence! But a bit of an awkward change from the Formula Academy car to this, but it's starting to feel like it's back there where it should be. So what can we do here? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? You move over that. Oh, come on. Come on, bro. Okay, McLaren, hold your line, hold your line. I'll take it before your break point. It's such a full-on section that. Just need to go out here again. Just the downforce is just extraordinary. And that's definitely a third gear corner in this. Because again, the speeds these days in motorsport, every part of motorsport. In the past, it was straight line speed that were the issue, because cars were going so fast down the tubes. Now, with all the aerodynamics and downforce we've got going on, it's in the corners, and this really is proving that to a degree. Like, look at Le Mans, the lap times we do now. You know, they're up there with the lap times that were being done back in Group C days, in terms of average lap speed, certainly. And that was before they put in the chicanes down the Mulsanne. So you just have to ask yourself, where's that speed coming from? It's coming from corner speeds. There's more corners now at Le Mans. Yeah, the average speed is high, very high around that place. It's fast, flowing. That was a bit early to second. I mean, we are sort of hanging with the leader here. He's not putting away massively. So there might be a couple of positions once we go deeper in. I mean, we've already had a few cars pit early, so it might work out well for us. 34 minutes to go. In a couple of minutes. Oh, what are we doing being all the way over there? That what we don't need to be doing. But we do need to start twiddling here with the final stop. Just get through here and then... Don't do that. That's categorically not what I want to be doing. That's what they get from messing with the strategy here. Refuel, no tyres, there we go. That's the strategy we want. As we approach another batch of GT3 cars, that looks a bit more like... No! GTEs! That's a Vet! And an M8. Oh, fruity! Oh, hello. Couldn't see your name because I'm quite busy here, but hello. Ooh, wall, tyre wall, bad times, bad times. I think we can take this sort of flat out, not sure, and that's always a bold thing to say. I think I can go flat out. I mean, Colin McRae famously said, if in doubt, flat out. But I don't think that applies here, and also I'm not Colin McRae, so I should be hesitant to copy his moves, a bit like copying Senna. Senna may have said, oh, if you don't go for a gap, you're no longer a racing driver. Well. But look at this now, we've got actual... Whoa, off there a bit, that's fruity. I think I'm clipping that initial curb a bit hard. It's a good... It's a hot tip. Watkins Glen is a good track. It's a very good track. Power down now, please. Come on. There we go. That was absolutely late on the brake there. As late as I could go. Oh, we got DPIs here. Why am I braking? I don't think I need to be braking. Oh, it's a Junkos. It's Junkos and JTC, boys. Brake. Oh, brake. Junkos, we're right here. This is Automobilista 2. It's PC only, Steam only, in fact. It's based on Project Cars 2, the engine there, the Madness engine. But Risa has worked wonders with it. So sorry, if you're a console player, this is not available to you. Oh, they're being balked here. They're being balked massively by a Corvette. What a move! What a move! Oh, nearly threw it off there though. Perhaps a bit more traction control is in order. Want to make it to the end. Oh, he's off wide. He's off wide. He's struggling. He's struggling at that. Oh, he's going to have to take this one. Yep. Just have to tuck in behind. Very slow though through here. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Another DPI goes in, but I think that was the Mustang sampling car. Wrong button. Yee, mirrors. Mirrors either side, bro. So we're up into 7th. That's a positive after our early whoopsie. So we'll see how deep we can go into the race. And yeah, Risa added last, I think actually 2 weeks ago now, they added in driveline elasticity to this. Which admittedly doesn't sound particularly exciting, but it's fundamental change in the physics of it and how it is, because before the whole connection from the engine to the wheels was simulated as just one rigid thing. Now there's flex and there's rotational ability down there, and that affects how cars handle over bumps and such. It's a huge change. Like, it might be based on Project Cars 2, but trust me, I've played Project Cars 2. Whoa, I played it. It's nothing like Project Cars 2. This is on another level entirely. Like, for anybody that might be getting into PC sim racing right now, you want an offline sim, I would suggest getting this. It doesn't have the modding capabilities of R Factor or Assetto Corsa, but well, that's a rear wing. In terms of drivability, the experiences you have just right out the box, it is just astounding to drive. Like, I just boot this up, I set a race, and I usually have a blast. And there's no tinkering or anything like that. You might need to just find the right setup. But, you know, that's as much about finding a car that's drivable for you as it is about making it fast. Ooh, big curb hit there. But yeah, it's so good. I guess somebody who only really does offline racing, you know, iRacing isn't for me. It's just in terms of the financial outlay you have in it and the amount of time you need to commit to it. And if you do have a race, there's, you know, no guarantee you're going to see it to the end. Either you might make a mistake, somebody else is going to make a mistake, you know. Part of that is I don't want to be responsible for messing up somebody else's race, you know. And just also the time, the money, everything there, just iRacing, just, you know, it's great for what it is, probably the best multiplayer experience you can have. But this, in terms of just offline racing, I think we found the Porsche that lost its rear wing. Just drops his second there to be safe. And around. R Factor 2 has really good modding that, you know, Assetto Corsa is still being really praised by a lot of people. I haven't played it really. I've owned it, but I just haven't ever really gotten into it. The AI, as I understand it, is particularly weak. That's not the case here. I've not seen anybody have ding-dong battles with the AI in a set of calls, so you have that here. Okay, which way are you going to go, Burrow? You're going to go there, alright. Just look at that. That's the difference between a GT car and a prototype. The downforce just enables you to do moves like that. Just power and downforce. Just whoops right by on the outside like it's absolutely no dramas. Like when I did the video from Daytona with this car, it comes straight from driving the Merc. And the sheer sheer difference in speed is just humongous. Pulling out the pit lane there at Daytona, just down the pit exit slip. Oh boy. That's a wake-up call, because that's off the limiter. I don't think they've got the right pit speed limiter point set there, actually, because I seem to recall it was moved when Michelin came into IMSA. Because they want to have some, well, they use RFID readers on pit exit, and they pushed it back around, so the game doesn't technically have them in the right place, so you're able to exit faster compared to the real checker. That's actually a pretty critical point, I've just realised. Oh well, we'll crack on. We're right here. That's bad. See, I mean, nearly 200 kilometers an hour through. Is it the carousel? The horseshoe? It's got a name anyway. Now we're down into the boot. Into the toe of the boot. Very tricky right hand uphill right hander is what we say in the racing business. Heading down to the heel of the boot. A bit of locking there, but he left the inside open for me. Gracias, amigo. Let's just see down here. Yeah, we're down to 41 litres of fuel, 23 minutes remaining. So, yeah, we will probably be needing a stop towards the end. It won't be too long, and I suspect I'm not the only one, given how many cars we've already seen pull into the pits. We just got to make hay while we can. We won't take tyres. There's no point taking tyres in the splash and dash. Off wide here. That's alright. It is IndyCar at Austin. Track limit rules on exits, it appears. See, that uphill section does help you with the brakes, but it's still such a huge commitment in moving over for us. Thank you, Mr. Beamer driver. We're off wide, massively wide here. Usually off that wide you have an accident. Is that a DPI in the pits? Will we grab another position here? Well, shortly. We'll have to give it up anyway. Oh no, but we got the Serial 1 up there. That's a bit much, isn't it? Definitely got to be a bit more circumspect on those curbs. Otherwise, it's going to ruin your day. Oh no. Oh, I thought you let me through on the outside, mate. Come on, bro. If you're not going to let me through, just at least be clear in your car positioning. Whoa. You definitely feel the rear end getting light as we burn off the fuel. That one is very tricky. The road sort of changes camber as you approach it or go through it. As you do move up over, as you saw in the race before, where we didn't run the boot. So the camber's up to the racing surface and it can really catch you out. So all of a sudden that grip can disappear, so you've got to have a bit more prudence on your corner entry speed than you normally would. See, are you going to... Nope, you're not even going to care about me. Alright. We got 10, it's not really 10 laps of fuel. We're doing 136, so we're not going to need a lot of fuel towards the back end, are we? Sadly, it seems Sebring won't be coming for Automobilista 2. Alright, just licensing, understandably, is a bit prohibitive. Because, you know, it's bloody Sebring. One of the highest rated circuits, most historically important and significant, certainly in the US and in international sports car racing. I mean, Daytona went with Grand Am back in the day, so I'll be honest with you, I have no real history or particular, you know, nostalgia for the Daytona 24. It wasn't really a race I heard about until fairly late on in my motorsport, you know, following years. Whereas Sebring I was aware of a lot sooner, partly because it was part of the American Le Mans series, and you know, there was a certain Dane that was racing sports cars in America, especially at that time. So we heard about Sebring, but we didn't hear about Daytona because it was NASCAR. It was Grand Am. It was those dreadful DPs. Yeah, it's just too much. Hopefully we'll get Road America at some point. No, Road Atlanta. Pardon me, it's Road Atlanta that I want. We are getting Road America in a week or two. But I'm not a huge fan of Road America. Maybe this version will be better than the ones I've tried before. I'll outbreak myself here comprehensively. But yeah, I don't think it's particularly nice. It's like the Indy cars. The Indy cars they've released are good cars. They just don't suit me, and it's not the kind of car that I enjoy driving. So I just have to accept that. Maybe it's the same with the old what's its face? Road America. That's the one. Yeah, they could have had Portland Lime Rock for crying out loud, or love me some Lime Rock. Portland, as I said, Mid-Ohio for that matter. Mossport, ooh. Oh, Mossport is a real gem. I mean, Barber as well would be nice. Oh, let's give myself some traction control, shall we? Oh yeah, we've got some fairly toasty tyres. And we're looking in terms of... Ooh, we've got quite a hot oil temps, don't we? No. So you're going to go for the line. I'm going up your left. Ooh, that could have been a bad moment. Oops. Got to be careful right out there at the edge of the track now. There's so much dirt and debris being gathered up that you just don't want to go out there. Ooh, that's the one you don't want to hit, and that's the one I keep hitting. We know that's a third gear corner. We don't need to try and take it in second. We know third works. So it's the yeah, the oil temperature seems to be going down a bit now. That's good. Want to fry the engine. Oh, just a bit front locking there. I mean, use your mirrors, mate. You left the inside wide open. You gotta expect me to go for it. You got some DPIs in there. That's for position. It's just that issue of our splash towards the end here. We might want to start to just adjust the strategy here. Nope. Because we definitely won't be needing that much fuel. Oh, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, now what we want to do a 12-hour race around here. We'll run until we need to pit. That seems to be the best idea right now. And now that we've actually turned down the fuel a fair bit, we won't be stationary for too long. So we don't have to super panic and scramble to change the amount of fuel we take. Well, that's no good. It's always a bit dodgy diving up the inside at the final corner because people can be pulling into the pit, and that has called out people in the real world a few times. It is one of those awkward corners where you kind of just got to not go for that, really. Like, a bit like Daytona, you don't want to pass on the left coming out at turn 4 or Speedway turn 4. Just there's a good chance you could end up in a very bad situation if they need to go to the pits and they go for it, especially with the AI. Might be a bit different if it's a human player, but the AI would probably just die for it, and That sounds like a recipe for disaster, to be honest. Yeah, Watkins Glen's really nice. Such a good track to drive. Absolute top tier. If you like motorsport and you live in New York, just go here for the 6-hour race, mate. It's one of those tracks that I'm really annoyed it's in America. But on the other hand, you wouldn't get these kind of tracks elsewhere now, unfortunately. I will give America that. They haven't ruined their racetracks like Europe has with all that runoff and changes and all of that. Just leave them as they are. Like, make a few changes here and there for like layering issues, but don't change it. Like comparing this with Silverstone. I mean, is there even a contest? Silverstone's just a boring and featureless, and this has character. Yeah, we got Imola and Monza and several few. I mean, even the Nürburgring GP track is pretty decent for a modern Grade 1, but still. I mean, Portimao is a real gem that thankfully Formula 1 has discovered. I think that's the only positive thing for Formula 1 out of this whole change in calendar stuff, is that we're now racing at Portimao, and that's an excellent circuit. And there is, of course, you know... Are you... Oh, I wasn't sure if you were leaving me room there. Now, see, that's what we call a miscommunication there. A miscommunication isn't what we saw yesterday. Fucking hell. I mean, they're obviously a bit even Stevens on it because Hamilton didn't want to pass, but still. I mean... I can only describe that entire event from its conception months ago to now as an absolute shameful display of Formula 1. Shameful. Oh, that's it! That's a fair... There we go. That... That may be all she said. Oh, no. So there's this little knob thing on my steering wheel that you can use to adjust this. It's not particularly good. It's actually better now that I've got a glove on. But it's still nowhere near good. So we're up to P5 before I absolutely cocked it. That's a pretty sight, isn't it? So our box is there, and we are parking in front of... Whoa, unsafe release. Thankfully, no collision here in the pit lane, so it's no drama. But we're just topping up here with fuel for the run to the end. And now we're doing repairs. This is taking a bit longer this time, however. So I fear we may drop down quite a bit. But we shall get through this and see where we end up. So drinking it, remember to drink it. It's been a wee while. It's been a wee while. Still P7, so that's positive. We are in the bottom half of the class, but that's okay. And now we have a full tank, we're ready to go to the end. Do a proper pulling away there. Excellent. He must be a retirement with that much rear end damage, because he was there the first stop we had. And I'm definitely hearing DPIs roaring past, yes. That was very close to a pit exit there. So let's get these last 5 minutes over and done with. And see if somebody else might not have a drama here towards the tail end of the event. This is a good track, yo! I mean, there are strong arguments that both IMSA and IndyCar has some of the best calendars in the motorsport world. I mean, Aussie V8s, they've got Bathurst on their list, which is a huge plus. Adelaide, oh, they had Adelaide. Sandown looks like a heap of fun as well. And Pukekohe for that matter. Phillip Island. But yeah, in terms of just absolute bangers that you go to, I mean, IMSA, can anybody really top IMSA? Daytona Road Course, which is certainly in this, surprisingly good fun. Sebring, which is just god tier good. It's up there, just behind Bathurst, the Nürburgring and Le Mans. In terms of driving experience, I think. And then they do Long Beach, which is one of the best street circuits. Mid-Ohio, which is excellent. Road America, which is so-so. Mossport, Detroit Belle Isle. There's a GT only round at Lime Rock, which is one of the best North American racetracks. Mossport, Elkhart Lake, Belle Isle, we said. What am I forgetting? Laguna Seca, which is not one of my favourite tracks, but it certainly has character. And Road Atlanta. VIR, of course, which is really nice to drive. So you can argue that's probably, in terms of bang for your buck, if you were to drop your money to go motor racing, and you want to go to some tracks that really leave an impression on you, I would say that's probably it. I mean, there isn't a Paul Ricard on there, is there? There's no Silverstone. It's just quite memorable circuits. Oh, Watkins Glen, of course. Of course. IndyCar doesn't go here anymore, unfortunately. But IMSA does. It's excellent. I mean, IndyCar goes to Barber and Portland. It's really, I'm very pleased Portland's available for R Factor 2, because it is a track that's very good and deserves attention. That's going to compromise our run through here. So cool that you can just see headlights there moving through the forest. Oh, now I want to do a 12-hour race here. Oh, that's no good. Are you leaving it? Yes, you are. Thank you. Whee. Alright, wide here. Massively up wide. Gather back up over that transition onto the racing surface. Yes, I mean this now race is absolutely as good as it looks, and it looks stunning. 1.3, huge change. If you have this, if you have Automobilista 2, please do try it again. It's fantastic. Too much curb. One thing I need to keep in mind is I think I'm pretty aggressive on camber, but what we learned about this is we might not want to be aggressive with the camber. Wow, Bathurst was just fantastic this year, wasn't it? Oh, wowzers. Oh, we're coming to the end here. I mean, in fairness, as far as Bathurst goes, the best car all week ended up winning. Oh, do you know what? That's, yeah, alright, fair dues. Clearly, it just had so much pace in that machine, it was fantastic. You just gotta go, yeah, alright, you guys, just the best. I mean, Lee Holdsworth just brought it. Absolute brought it there. We'll probably talk more about it tomorrow. But wow, he just, those stints that he did, he even being able to go long. So Chas had to do 2 stints at the end. Was probably a deciding factor there. But yeah. Let's just here see. How did I finish 8th? Ah, because yeah, I spent in the pits, didn't I? Because I was an umpty. So yeah, we finished 8th. And let's just skip you. See, yes, that was good. And we can now exit to the main menu. And I think we'll wrap it up here for tonight, seeing as it is midnight here. Again, I will be back. Let me just very quickly, if we can, just confirm here with my notepad. That's going to open very quickly. Right, there we go. On the other monitor that I can't see right now. Yes, tomorrow at 1900 hours Central European Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, we will be back for 250 kilometer races around Long Beach in the Group A. Mercedes that you saw me race last week at Bathurst. So I hope you'll join me for that. But thank you for being here tonight. Goodbye for now.